everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lainey. Thank you so much for stopping by. In today's video, we're going to be doing my Pan Those Shadows introduction, so if you're interested in seeing that, then just keep on watching. Before we get into that though, if you're new here, please remember to hit that subscribe button. I do a lot of panning content and a lot of indie makeup content, so if that sounds like something you're interested in, then just keep on watching, and let's get into the video. Alright you guys, so this is... it might be my last introduction, it might be my second to last. I'm not sure. I have this one left, and then I have Deca Panning left. So I don't know when I'm going to post this one. But I'm so excited to be doing another Pan Those Shadows. I did this from November 2020 to November 2021 last year. And so I took a little bit of time off from my Pan Those Shadows project, and I'm back feeling refreshed, excited to go. And I am super excited. Before we get into that though, this project was created by Alexi. I will link her channel and just all the information you need to know in the description box. But since Alexi started this video idea, this project, a lot of people have adapted it to their needs. And I've noticed in the panning community, a lot of people are really adapting it this year to suit the needs of their panning journey and what they're doing, what projects they're doing. And so I kind of mentioned this in my finale video, but I am revamping this project, so I'm going to pull up my project just like kind of rules list, and we'll go over those really quick. So in this project, I am going to be working on 5 shadows at a time, and my goal is to hit pan, and I'm going to set a usage goal of 20 uses. So at 20 uses, I have the choice to roll it out if I would like to. So I'm going to allow myself 5 vetoes. So if I decide that I don't want a specific prompt, which we'll get into in a second, or I start working on a shade and I decide I don't want to continue working on it, I can veto 5 shades this year. And kind of the biggest change to this project is I'm going to be doing this kind of roulette style with prompts. So instead of randomly generating eyeshadows, I'm going to be randomly generating prompts and then picking shadows that go along with it. So I will link my prompt list down below, and you can use it if you would like. I know my friend Ruth over at Ruth Foley, she revamped her Pan Those Shadows project as well, and one of her shades, she's always going to be using one of the prompts from the list. So you are more than welcome to use the list.
Hey, Editing Lainey here. I just wanted to add, after I filmed this video, Misty reached out to me and said that she was probably going to be using my prompts for her Pan Those Shadows. I think she's just going to be removing the duplicate prompts, so be sure to check Misty out. I will link her channel as well as her video. It'll be linked down below if it's out. If it's not out, I will link it down below when it is out. And yeah, be sure to check Misty out, because if you like how I'm doing this project, you will like how she's doing hers.
Just a little note though, I have 100 prompts, however some of the prompts are the same. So I did that on purpose to increase the likelihood of hitting certain prompts, like a shadow you like to use, a shadow you don't like. And so not all the prompts are going to give you like a shadow you really want to work on. I did want to make it challenging in a certain regard. So, you know, like, oh, this is my least favorite shade, I don't want to use this. So I did that on purpose just to make it more challenging and not like super easy, to still have that challenging element to it. So I'm really excited about it. And because I will be picking the eyeshadows that I'm working on, I know I have a tendency to work on shimmer shades. So I want to always have at least 2 mattes in this project. So, I will have to always keep that in mind. So that means I have some prompts that are like a red shimmer and a red matte, or a blue shimmer and a blue matte. If I pull, say it's my last shade, and I pull a blue shimmer, but I only have 1 matte in, I will re-roll the new prompt to make sure that I can get a prompt that will allow me to roll in a matte. And I'm just doing that because I would like to hit more pan in my matte shadows, and I have a tendency to not pick my matte shadows. Just some like other miscellaneous things before we get into randomizing the prompts. If you haven't seen it yet, I am doing a Dude You Pan My Battleship with Leah. I will link that video down below. So I'm going to try to avoid a lot of shadows that compete with that palette. And then there's some individual goals. I would like to hit 5 pans in Cleona shadow, so between this project and just my other projects, my Dude You Pan That Battleship, I would like to hit pan in 5 Cleona shadows, and I would like to hit pan in at least 1 Lethal Cosmetics shadow. I did write this goal before I made my Dude You Pan That Battleship palette, which has 3 lethal mattes in there, so I'm not too concerned. I'm sure I will hit pan in that. And then I would like to hit pan in every Beauty Bay Book of Magic eyeshadow palette. Let me grab it. So I would like to hit pan in all of my Beauty Bay Book of Magic shadows. It's got a lot of pan on it already, but I would just like to keep this palette in mind when I'm selecting eyeshadows because I would like to hit pan in all of these. So I think that's enough rambling about my rules. So let's pull up Pretty Random. Let me turn my brightness down so it shows up on screen. Clear my history, prevent rerolls, and we're gonna do 1 to 100. So let's do, we got 38, 13, 77, 44, and 99. So that's 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So I'm going to take a look at the prompts and find shadows in my collection that fit the prompts, and I will be right back. Okay, pop in real quick before I show you the shades. So I ended up getting 2 of the same prompt, which was a shadow you want to pan. So I do want to add a rule that I don't want to work on 2 of the same prompt at the same time. So let's randomize one more, and that is 82. So, okay. We can work with that. So now I will be right back. All right, so I am back. I've picked out my shadows. Scooter in the same spot he has been in the whole time. I've got them swatched, and let's get into the shadows I picked. So first I got number 38, which is a pop culture reference. So I decided to go with a matte, I know, a ColourPop matte, from the Gather Round Sisters palette, the Hocus Pocus collaboration from ColourPop. This is the first round, and I decided to go easy on myself, and I picked this shade right here. It's the shade Hello Salem. I just think it'll be a good all-around. It's not quite a lid setting shade, although I don't really set my lids anymore, but I could see using that as a transition shade for a lot of eye looks. And so let me cover the other ones I picked. But it is that matte there. So it's kind of like almost a rosy brown. I think even though it is a ColourPop matte, I'll be able to incorporate it into a lot of looks. And I needed to pick 2 mattes anyway, so this is the one I chose. Next, I got prompt number 13, which is any shimmer, and I immediately knew what I was going to pick. And that is the shade Asteria from Davina. And I almost put this in my Duty Pan My Battleship, but if you can see, it's got a really big dip, so I thought that was cheating. So I knew I wanted to work it into Pan Those Shadows in any way that I could. So I will be rolling that in, and I'm really excited about it. It's a beautiful shade. Let me cover up my other ones, but it's like, it's not showing, but as you could see in the actual shadow, it's like, it's got such a good shift. From like red to, it is not showing on camera, but it shifts from like red to green. Like I'm looking at it and it's red. You can kind of see like it has like a red and a green shift to it. It's so beautiful. I also wanted to go easy on myself because it's got a dip. That's helpful. So excited to be rolling that in. That one should be fairly easy. So then I got number 77, which is a shadow you want to pan, and for some reason I really wanted to pan something from the ColourPop Limoncello palette. I think this is just a really nice neutral palette, and I just wanted to pan something, and I believe these shadows are pretty shallow, but I am going with a shimmer, so I'm decided to go with the shade Serenata, which is a yellow shimmer. I'm not working on a yellow in any of my projects, so I thought this would be fun to roll in. And yeah, like I said, there is just something about this palette I really wanted to work on. It's not showing up. It's not like the shimmeriest shimmer, but it is a shimmer. I don't know. I think it's really, really beautiful, and just something about this palette, I was like, I really want to work on it, so I decided to roll it in, not a matte, but I'm really excited to work on this. Then I rolled prompt 44, which I decided to roll out because it was the same as 77, and so I'm adding in the rule that I do not want to pan the same. I would like to have different prompts, so rolled that out. So then the next number I got was number 99, which is a ColourPop matte. So there we go. And so I decided to go easy on myself again and choose Charmed from the Just My Luck palette. This was in my Pan Those Shadows before, and so there's a nice dip going on it, and I thought this like almost brownie green would go really, really well with the greens in my Doji pan, that Battleship. Battleship. I keep messing up those words. So there it is right there. It's like a brownie green khaki color. So I'm excited to work on that, and it's got a dip going, so I figured that would help me pan a ColourPop matte. And then the re-rolled prompt that I got was number 82, a shadow from your least favorite palette. So I love all of my palettes to a certain degree, but there is one palette, if you are not new here, you probably already know what palette I'm picking, and it is my Kaleidos Club Nebula. I don't want to harp on this too much because I feel like I've been talking about it a lot lately, but it's just not my favorite matte formula. I don't love this palette, and it's fine. I like it enough because I struggle with this palette, and it takes me a really long time to do my eyeshadow with this palette. Anyway, I decided to go with a shimmer because I don't really care for the mattes, and so I picked the shade Firefly right here. And again, it's just a light, these are from this is my third round of swatches for all the videos I'm filming today. But it's just a light green shimmer, so I thought, again, it would go good with all of the greens I am panning, and I can use it as a topper or an inner corner shade, and it would look really, really nice. So I think the pans in here are shallow, potentially. I don't know. I've got a dip going on that shade. So I'm excited to work on that shadow at least. I do have this in another project. I'm doing it no pan left behind style, so I guess I'm kind of double dipping, but that one I just have to use the shade once. So in this one I'm gonna try to pan, so I don't really care that I'm kind of double dipping in that regard. But here is the final here's the final color story. I'm really excited about it. I got some good prompts, I think, and the mattes are going to be difficult because they're ColourPop, but I can always roll them out at 20 uses if I want to. And yeah, I'm super excited about this. Let me wipe off these shadows. My cardigan is so sparkly right now. But yeah, I'm really excited about this project. Let me know what you think of my picks down below. Let me know if you are going to use any of my prompts. I did not come up with the idea of panning prompts. I just really like those types of projects, so I decided to make a list for myself. So let me know if you're going to use the list. I would love to know, and check out your videos or your Instagram posts if you have one. So yeah, let me know, and that is all I have for this intro today. So once again, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment if you like down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!